Good evening, guys. How are y'all doing today, everybody in the chat? Grant, how are you doing, man?
I am doing okay. I'm glad our AC is working well because it has been hot. I'm sure it's been really hot down your way. Huh?
We're breaking records every single day. I think we're at 80 degrees in the house right now.
Dang it. Yeah, that's a little rough. Who we got? Tennessee Picker Firearm Show. Good to see you, Scully Nation Adventures, Surviving Jay. And we're missing one. A&J Outdoors. He is under the weather. Hope you get to feeling better, John.
Yeah, man. Saying prayers for you. I know they've had John's had just a rough week, I think, all the way around since our last live stream. So everybody keep him in your prayers and everything, guys. Hope he gets some rest and gets all of the recuperation that he needs. He ought to be back next time around.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and share it out. I forgot to do that.
Surviving Jay, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for that. I'm looking forward to we've got a little bit of a collab we're going to be working on here in the coming weeks. Looking forward to that, man. Going to have fun with it. Man, Tennessee Pickers Firearm Show. I totally missed out. They were having a live stream on Wednesday. Wild Japan, too. I've been out of the mix the last week, and my apologies for missing out on that. I promise you I'm not that poor at getting in on this stuff. I'm going to try to remember to get in on it again tomorrow. So I just want you to know I still got my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I've not watched hardly any YouTube or any kind of anything. Nothing. Been busy. We got since the last garden video, I got my garlic harvested, got all of our onions harvested. What's up, Ben? Cheers.
What's up, Ben? Evening. Drive safe, man.
So yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do on videos.
Oh, speaking of another hard week, Surviving Jay, his wife was having some issues as well. I'm not here to spread everybody's stuff, but also I hope she's feeling okay, man. I hope you guys are both doing good.
Yeah. Everybody get better.
Right? Man, it's summertime. It's the wrong time of year to be going through all this stuff. We're off to the wrong foot on this. We're supposed to be, getting ready to fire off fireworks and drink some beers and go catch some fish.
That's it. Yeah, we're not sure what we're going to do next week. Next Tuesday is July 4th. Kind of in the air on whether we should go live or not. I think around here, most of the fireworks, the big fireworks, are being set off over the weekend.
That's interesting. I don't know what they're going to be doing about that, honestly. I haven't put any thought into it. We'll be traveling on Thursday up to Wisconsin. We're going to be driving up there, and then I'm going to work for a couple of days just to keep things on an even keel. Have not put any time into the weekend at all. Any thought into it, at least.
Yeah,
What about you guys in the chat? You guys going to be? Are you celebrating more on the weekend, or is this going to be like you're going to be just taking the time off on Tuesday and enjoying the heck out of that? I'm kind of curious because I hadn't even thought about doing anything over the weekend. It's kind of one of those weekends where that Monday gets in the way. You have Saturday and Sunday. Monday kind of prevents you from being able to really, soak it up for like a 4-day weekend. At least that's my thought.
Right. No doubt. That Goth Farmer, good to see you.
Can't argue with that.
There we go.
I appreciate that you have good taste on that. I would have been a little bit more. I would have been a little bit more sold on this excuse if it was like, they're listening to the Tackle Box Talk podcast, but that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Am I headed by? I don't know if I'm headed by. I think I've talked about that before. We were talking about that when you were down here. I think I'm going like a couple hundred miles east of you, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. And if I'm wrong on that, then yeah, I will stop by.
Where's he at? Oklahoma?
I thought it was Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I thought you were in North Dakota.
Yeah, that'd be a little west of
South Dakota.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. Mike is in North Dakota.
That's right. Right. Yeah, you'll probably go right in between us both.
Yeah, right. I think I had that same problem last year with not last year. Now it was 2 years ago. It was with blue collar fishing, and somebody else was the same way. I was missing everybody by like 500 miles.
Yeah. 6 rabbits due to have babies. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, we haven't decided if we're getting rabbits yet. We're still trying to wait until our chickens start laying eggs.
I was going to say, how are the chickens doing?
I guess this will be 12 weeks old. We've had them 9 weeks tomorrow, so definitely getting some size to them. Getting a little noisy.
I'm still super. So I got my starter garden kind of stuff going this year, and I learned some lessons. Some of the tomatoes have died off. I couldn't let them go like 3 or 4 days without water. We went to Padre Island. I came back and we didn't have water on them. This heat wave just killed them off. But I figured it out. You know, I'll put some soaker hose and stuff on there, put a timer on it next time around, and I'm going to like quadruple down on the quantity. I didn't do that this year. And I'm following, like, I like your setup with the beds and the different, just the way you cram it all in there.
Yeah, we got quite a few onions harvested. I got it all videoed, so I'll have to be. I learned a lot. I don't know if I want to do here's my onion harvest video, or I think I'm leaning more toward here's what I learned during my onion harvest video.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I would definitely I would appreciate that video of anything that you can do. Is like what I did wrong, what I would do different in the future stuff. Yeah. I need to make that video because I screwed up a ton of stuff.
Well, you know, you watch 5 videos on YouTube on any subject, more than likely 3's gonna be leaning one way and the other 2's another. So
yeah, it's true.
What's up, Zane? We go fishing. Good to see you.
Good evening, guys. Appreciate y'all coming hanging out with us for a minute. So, fun topic of conversation tonight, just a small one, but did y'all hear what Carson Wentz did? Any football fans in the chat here? Too much. Too much water is never something I've had a problem with. Although my wife will say that I've done that many times. I've killed many plants. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Water heavy once. Oh, for tomatoes specifically, water heavy once a week. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, definitely in the ground. The raised beds, they dry out a lot quicker.
Yeah, and I had mine in pots, and they had different drainage to them.
Yeah, this was the first year I tried to grow some in a 5-gallon bucket, and they definitely don't want to go more than 2 days without getting water. They got wilted, and I had to bring them back.
Ravens?
Ravens.
Okay. I mean, Texans. I'm a Texans fan. Rachel and I agree with this. Packers fans too. So Ravens, I don't know if I agree with your sensibilities on that one. It's kind of like being a Chargers fan, in my opinion. Yeah. So Carson Wentz went up to Alaska and he shot himself a black bear. And apparently social media is freaking out, saying he should never play football again. And, I don't even know. There's no legal precedent for anything they're talking about. They're just complaining about a football player shooting a bear. But it's in the news. It's a big thing about him right now.
It was totally legal and had a tag or whatever.
Yep, 100%. Shade cloths, yeah. So that's another thing. That's something I am actually working on doing some stuff like that. I actually planted a couple of trees in the backyard almost like 10 years ago now, and so I've got a little bit more shade than I used to. But yeah, I need a little bit more coverage and stuff like that around too. That would help.
Yeah, I have no shade. Just the fence.
Yeah, I only have half a fence right now. Whole other story on that. Outfitters would probably love to share their brand and talk about hunting on the show. Man, I am. We have no problems with that. We'd have a conversation with any outfitter who's interested, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
definitely.
You know, except Carson Wentz. We can't have him on here. That would just be wrong.
Yeah, he likes to shoot bear.
Yeah, that's... No, yeah, he was in Alaska. Got all this... Man, the second I go live, all of a sudden, all this light, all this stuff shining through the window. And I can feel it radiating on me.
Did you get any fishing in over the weekend? Did you get into anything?
I did. Check it out. And we're talking about, you know, Zane, saying species like the Pierre David went completely extinct in the wild. If it wasn't for hunters, they'd be gone. I feel the same way about sharks in the wild. I want to be conservative about that. I don't want to go and just like, you know, just wipe them clean off the slate. But it is so hard to fish for amberjack and snapper because every single one of them gets sharked on the way up. It would be nice if we could take one shark from time to time to kind of even that out of here.
Right.
But yeah, I was out at Pottery Island for like all of last week. I was fishing a lot, not as much as I normally would. Conditions were rough, but yeah, we did manage to get a couple. Got sharked a lot. Probably lost half of our rigs thanks to sharks. But I still did manage to get a good little red.
Yeah. What's up, Mark J. Larson?
What's up, man?
Yeah. That shark probably wasn't quite big enough to keep, was it? Did you keep any?
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Is it?
He measured in at like 30-something inches. They got to be 24.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's a good eating size. So we did keep that one. And there's just so many of them out there. That's you can see that bait in my hand up the top of the screen. I had a dozen mullet like that, and I lost them all. From those little guys. Yeah, conservation is important, but the activists take it way too far. I joke around a lot in my videos about, you know, I want to keep everything and I want to eat everything and all that. And typically I'll keep one shark every time I go out just because there are so many of them and they are good eating. But man, yeah, the activists, it's not even that they take it too far. They take it in weird directions sometimes. The, you know, limits on swordfish are a little bit weird. Why they need to be 48 inches, I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but I know it's a little bit of a weird size limit for a species like that very few people can fish for. But again, that's the whole rec versus the commercial guys, recreation guys versus commercial guys, completely different conversation. Yeah, they're everywhere. We got your pictures coming up on that in just a minute here, Ben. We'll be taking a look at that. And yeah, same thing. Just a ton of those little sharks out there. You're exactly right. And, you know, we're out here killing off a lot of deer, killing off a lot of snapper and a lot of the things that they're feeding on, which is creating, in my opinion, is creating a weird dynamic of predators to prey. So you also have to cull a few of the predators as well, keep things, you know, keep them even, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure there's not very many things eating sharks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe put a size limit. Well, see, again, I don't know. Like, I want to keep like one 10-foot shark. I want to try it out just to see how it tastes. I tell everybody that, like, one of these days I'm going to harvest one. I'll probably never do it again after that because they're not going to be the best eating. But if they are good eating and if there isn't, you know, too terrible issues with mercury or anything, which I for fun, I want to have that tested. See how much mercury there is in a 10-foot shark. And if that's something that you could keep, I don't know what their breeding ages are, you know. I don't know if that's maybe prime time for them to be able to breed, but I would think maybe take a few of the bigger guys.
Right.
Are you saying
artificial insemination is what I'm thinking.
Okay. I for obvious reasons, I wasn't sure if that was artificial intelligence or just like some dude out on the farm named Al.
Al. Al's got gloves up.
He's gonna take care of the breeding. Sorry. Got a video short coming up tomorrow about the activists wanting to change boat traveling in the Gulf of Mexico. Here it comes. They did this in North Carolina. If they get their way, it will be a drastic impact. I'm assuming that has something to do with speed limits or something like that. They did that in the Atlantic, and I think that is so stupid. I think they did that in North Carolina, where they made it where you can only travel like inshore. In state waters, you can only travel at like 10 miles an hour or something.
That's slow.
Yeah, it was slow to the point where you were never going to get offshore. Speed limits and no travel at night. I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd ruin a lot of people's days and nights.
Among other things, he says. I mean, some of those... We stayed overnight for that last video that I put out, or one of those last videos. We stayed overnight so we could troll in the morning. We were way offshore. Is that illegal? We weren't traveling, but I mean, hypothetically, I'd kind of like to be able to get out of the way of another boat coming by. The tankers, I assume, are still allowed to travel.
Yeah.
We might need to have Ben on for further conversation about this. This is an argument.
Yeah, really. Yeah, is it one of those where commercial gets to stay fishing or gets to travel all night, but recreational doesn't get to?
It seems like it, right? It seems just like another one of those conversations.
Ooh, I don't have a clue about kayaks.
I don't either. Do we have kayak people in here who can give us a little bit more insight on this? Flap or blade with the kayaks?
I don't know.
I hate kayaks.
Inflatable.
Get yourself a nice center console.
Hey, Tina Ladybug.
Hey. Yeah, no kidding, right? Good luck to the Coast Guard enforcing that. So if you're right, and what's funny about that is that's just going to leave. I mean, are they going to enforce it? Are they going to actually have people out there at night making sure that there is no boat traffic? Or is this going to open up free reign for people running up out of Mexico?
Right. Yeah, sometimes their solutions cause more problems than good.
Well, I think the expense on that is just a little bit worse than you're projecting, Zane. I know the last one was a little bit more expensive than what they thought.
Bad.
Yeah, I was a little early. I felt a little. I feel a little off even saying the joke that I said about that. Sorry. Guess we'll find out.
Yep.
Our thoughts and prayers to those guys, though. That really does suck. I wouldn't. I don't think I would ever do that. I would not get inside that thing.
Yeah, I have no interest in getting in a submarine or anything. I mean, I do want to go on a cruise ship, but I don't think I can get on a cruise ship that's supposed to sail across the ocean. That's for days.
Dude, that's a good. That's actually a good point. I could do it, but I don't know what I would do. Hang out with my family, drink. I know they've got shows or something, but I could do that here. I would want to fish. I'd be staring out the window at the ocean like the whole time, staring out the balcony.
Be trolling behind the cruise ship.
Yeah, my dad did one of those cruises. He said he saw so many like marlin and dorado just hanging out right there by the boat. Yeah, I heard about that. Well, now everyone and their mother who's ever even been within 100 yards of that thing has a story about it. James Cameron. What was it? Mr. Beast was saying that they invited him on it. He said no. James Cameron's done like 35 runs in it.
Oh, wow.
He got tangled up in the prop of the Titanic once, I think. If I can't fish, I'm not getting on the boat. I mean, that's kind of half the point of the boat, you know, in my opinion. It's kind of like what you were saying. It's kind of like torture, going out on a boat, being out at sea for days, but you're not allowed to fish. You're not allowed to stop and do anything. You can only look from however 30 yards up.
Right. Yeah, that'd be terrible torture.
Yeah. You know, I think like I'm not interested in the submarine thing. I would like to see them make some advancements on the boats in general. I'd like to see more hydrofoil stuff because I want to get higher speeds in boats. I want to be able to get offshore in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fastest I've been on a boat, but however fast we were going, I thought it was too fast.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that would have scared me because you guys cruising in a river is a little bit different ballgame than cruising offshore from my point of view.
On a smaller boat, yeah. I mean, I'm sure on one of those big boats, it'd be okay. You'd feel a lot safer.
Yeah, it's sturdy. That having been said, on that last run we did offshore, we were traveling about 50 miles an hour, and we passed a log standing straight up in the water like that, and it was just barely coming 3-4 inches out of the breaking the surface, and we'd pass that thing by like 4 or 5 feet. If that thing would have hit the motors, it would have taken us out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, a bass boat. That's the fastest I've gone in was a bass boat. I'd say we were in the lower 60s and
wow.
Scary. Yeah. Yeah, hit a rogue wave, just smack you right into the water.
We ran into a set of rogue waves one time, and it was the weirdest damn thing. They were only like 3-4 foot. It wasn't big. It was a calm day out, like 6-inch waves. We were out there out in the Gulf, and we were headed back. And on the way headed back, there was a white line on the horizon, and we were just watching it for like 30 minutes, watching that thing coming at us. And when we got to it, I mean, it was a little creepy. It was a little trippy because it's just like it's dead flat out there, but all of a sudden it's like a boat wake, but there was no boat. Like there was no boat within 10 miles of us. Could not see a boat on the horizon, and we just had to stop. And then, let those waves pass because they were just good enough to mess us up. And we didn't want to, we didn't do that. So we just stopped, let the waves pass, and then kept going. And it was the weirdest thing. I mean, it stretched for hundreds of yards. Just a little 3-4 foot wave just passing by.
A little tsunami or something. That'd be crazy. Be out there during a tsunami.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't find anything irrational about that at all either. It was really creepy. And I've seen Darcy had a video where she got hit by one out at the beach one time, and it wiped them out. That's not something I would want to mess with.
No.
Yeah, so that's I had one of those in a video a long time ago, and that's something that's some pretty cool stuff actually. The cargo ships, they slow down as they pass Port Aransas. They get into the channel, they pass Port A, and they slow down. But then they speed up across the Corpus Christi Bay as they get into the channels, as they get into the docks. And they'll pass by, and they will make a 4 or 5 foot wave breaking on those tiny little islands in the back bay. People surf them. It's a whole culture of people who go back there and surf those waves. But it's really crazy seeing them as you're crossing the bay, these 4 or 5 foot waves that are coming down across the bay. And then they just break on these islands. It looks tropical. It's kind of weird.
Huh. Pretty neat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Zane. That's what we do here, though.
Zane would rather fly.
What was the viral shark attack kayak? Is that guy in Hawaii? It had the tiger or something on him?
Oh.
I think I heard about that. They didn't actually attack him though, right? They were just messing with it.
I didn't see that one.
I mean, it's like every other day somebody gets bumped by a shark in a kayak, and they're aiming for YouTube fame every time it happens, you know.
Mm.
Just waiting for it to happen.
I did see one where there was a pretty good size. I don't know if it was a great white. It was, I don't know, 8 to 10 foot shark just jumped out of the water and landed on the front of the boat.
Oh yeah, we did. We pulled up that video a couple weeks ago. We saw that when that big shark came running up to hit that guy's boat.
That one. Okay.
I remember that. Yeah, we actually pulled that up in the video. Robert Field just put out a video. He was in his kayak offshore because that's what he does. He's a kayak fisherman, and he got himself a Mako doing that. Same thing. The Makos, they love to jump, so you know his thumbnail is just wicked looking with the shark jumping.
No doubt. Yeah, those Makos get pretty big as well, don't they?
Yeah, and that's probably one of the best eating sharks in the ocean too. That is one that we will harvest if we get our hands on one. Not familiar with the Egypt tiger shark video, but I'll check it out.
Uh-oh.
That's another one that's high on my bucket list. I heard about that. I don't know what to say. Was he washing blood off of his hands? And I mean, it's Florida, so I guess he's lucky that it wasn't like some kind of rare poisonous python or something. I'm sure there was drugs involved.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I got DM'd that one, yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
What's crazier, that the bull shark bit him, or that he was down there thinking he could wash his hands with Florida water? I'm joking. I love Florida.
Yeah, there could have been numerous things getting.
Spiders, crocodile, alligator. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, all the pythons. Well, I guess they probably don't live in the water, but.
Sorry, Zane. I apologize. I got that wrong, but I did see somebody sent the that other video. I've got all of these, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to where we can pull these up more effectively in the stream. It's really, man, it's such a pain getting them up here. And photos is one thing, but man, like videos are just really hard to get on here. Yeah, so hippos are actually like one of those. That's a heck of a point. That's one of those ones that I don't want to have. Like, I want to eat my way to the top of the food chain. I love alligator. I'm going to eat a great white one of these days, you know. Probably need to go ahead and eat a hippo, but I don't want to have anything to do with seeing them in the wild. Those things are vicious.
Right. Probably tastes like chicken.
Probably.
Yeah, they look like a big pig, pork, probably.
Yeah, I bet. Zane, do you have the hippo under your belt? Is he going to make a "that's what she said" joke?
I haven't seen the hippo. I don't know if they're legal anywhere to kill or not.
I was waiting for the response on that because I know Zane's got something to say about that.
Yeah, he's been around a lot of different exotics. We just want to know what it tastes like.
Yeah. I just want a little taste. I love rabbit personally. That's a wintertime thing around here. It's been a little while since I've had it, but we grew up on rabbits and hogs down here.
Okay. Fished around them, but didn't get his chance.
Yeah, but it is something I guess you can't hunt. That's interesting. Oh, rabbit's grainier than chicken. Okay. That's another one, man. The large cats, I don't want to have anything to do with.
Oh yeah, they've seen a few around, but they don't exist according to the DNR. So I'm still, when I go out in the woods, they still don't exist.
Is that mountain lions?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got those here every now and then.
Tigers in the rainforest. Yeah, I couldn't imagine meeting a tiger. No.
I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Not unless it wants to give me a big hug and just purr and cuddle.
No, I'm good. Hippos don't play, mean and territorial. Yeah, exactly. That territoriality is one of the things that's like that's where they'll get you. You'll wander into their area and you don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Man, I can't even imagine. It says you mainly hear them before you see them. They make a weird grunting sound. And you have to go fishing somewhere else. Okay, I'm sold. I'm pretty sure there's probably not many tiger fish in the vicinity of that sound anyway.
Yeah, I'd say they're trying to flip your boat if you don't get the hell out of the way.
No cougars or black bear here, but I tell you what, bears are the other one that I really just don't want to get too involved with.
No,
not many of them. We've covered just about everything here.
Yeah, I don't want to see a bear out in the wild. You know, they're pretty to look at on picture, video, but not unless I've got a big gun.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Alaska. I'd like to go hunting in Alaska, and I want to see a black bear across the river or while I'm out fishing. You know, see him on the bank, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't want to. We've run into hogs while we're out here hunting. Like we'll be walking around and you run into a little 200, 250 pound hog on the same trail, kind of run into each other. And that'll scare the crap out of you. But you both run opposite directions. They'll leave you alone if you startle each other. But a black bear, I don't want to do that. I don't want to run into a black bear in that circumstance.
Yeah, I think the only thing I can think of right now that I ran into walking to a deer stand early mornings in the dark was skunks, and that sucked too. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't get sprayed, but it's still like freaky. Like you hear something walking, and you shine your light, and there's like 4 little baby skunks looking at you. You're like, "Oh, what do I do?"
Oh dear Lord! You have like all the. You're like, okay, where's the place where I get the tomato juice on the way home?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I going to have to buy it for me because they won't let me in the store? Yeah, and I know black bears aren't the worst. The grizzly bears and stuff like that are obviously like on a different level. I just don't know enough about them. Yeah, exactly. There's a tiered system. Like, I'm not terribly scared of like some of the smaller sharks that we have around here. Like I'm not the black tips, the bonnet heads, the hammerheads, the smaller hammerheads. I'm not worried about those guys. Like I would be in the water with them. But the other guys, like I don't necessarily want to be messing with them, but I don't mind if we're in the water together. I'm not going to freak out too much. But the bigger guys, the sandbars and the duskies and tiger sharks and things like that, it's a different tier of shark that I just don't want to be involved with. And it's the same with bears. Like black bears, I really don't want to be too involved with them. I definitely don't want to be involved with any of the other colored bears.
Right. No grizzly. Run from a moose, play dead for a bear. Let's hope we don't have to use
fucking cats.
I think playing dead would be pretty hard to do because I'm going to, if it's sitting there sniffing on you, or ripping your face off.
Yeah. I would have a hard time with that. I don't know what I would do. But I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could just lay there and I don't to try tickling him or something.
Right.
Let's see. She had a black bear in her backyard. She had cubs too. I was outside playing with my younger siblings, and I don't think I've ever run faster to get everybody inside. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would do, like, I'm not going to freak out. I'm pretty good about that, but yeah, I don't want to have any, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with that. Wow, really? That's cool.
That is pretty neat. Yeah, moose is freaking huge. I mean, I couldn't imagine standing next to especially a big moose, but I mean, even
what I would do to sit down next to a big plate of moose. Haven't done that yet.
Me either.
Salmon, that's so high on my list. We were talking about it before the stream. I'm trying to set up something for salmon and lake trout next week. Don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I hope you get to.
Yeah, me too. We're talking about trying to set something up with a buddy of ours playing hooky outdoors, and great guy. He's really awesome at what he does, and I'm trying to line it up with him. Yeah, they're like right across the street.
Come walking in on you or something.
I tell you what, let's continue this conversation. But while we're doing it, how would you guys feel about taking a look at some pictures from the Discord server while we're doing it?
Let's do it.
It's about that time. And yeah, Mark, I totally agree about that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, no problem, man. You guys have a wonderful night, and thank you for everything you guys are doing. Oh. Yeah, so first off, we've got, hey, Surviving Jay, we got your shot for you right there, actually, while you're out the door. We've got our moment of zen before we kick things off with the photos. Jack Moby, I don't know. Bacon Rider, Surviving Jay, That Goth Farmer, and Wild Japan, with just the most, the calming and relaxing photos that we just needed to see to start things off after the day that I know that I've been having today.
Yeah, that's some nice scenery there.
Yeah.
The little, I guess that's a calf.
Yep, newborn calf.
So,
and Dylan's daughter was finding snails and stuff in the rice paddies down there. Found out how much awesome stuff is surviving and living down in those little in the water and stuff down there when they're watering them, or just down there in general. Bacon Rider, of course, getting out just into some beautiful nature. And of course, for anybody who is not already aware, these are the photos of the week, courtesy of the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server. There is a link in the description of the video down below. Come and have some fun with us. Let us see what you've been doing all week. We're doing a contest right now, and just so that everybody knows, this is the last week. This will be the last time that we're taking photos from the Discord server for the first half of 2023 Photo of the Week photo contest. So the winner of this is going to be added to the Wall of Fame, the 2023 Wall of Fame. That is going to, and then they're going to win some prizes and stuff that we have all mentioned out in the Discord server. That Wall of Fame, we're going to make that into t-shirts and coffee mugs, and everybody who's on there gets to be a part of the Premier Discord server, the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server's whole thing, like the best of the best for 2023. So tonight we got to pick that last winner for the first half of 2023. And we're starting things off with hot dog sandwich, money bag yo, Mr. Ben Covarrubias, sir. I hope you're still driving safe. And Amateur Outdoors kicking things off with just some really awesome catches right out the gate.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I missed out on the Discord this week too. I didn't get a chance to get in there, but a couple times I did see a few of these. But that money bag yo, that's a nice bass.
Yeah, that's a fat little bass.
That is huge. Mouth on that. Of course, he is long arming it, but I'd say it's still a pretty good one.
Yep, he's thick. He's thick from top to bottom.
And Ben was, I'm guessing that was the red snapper trip we were all going to try to get together on.
Yep, that was it.
That was this weekend.
That was the end result. And those are beeliners. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not, but beeliners are they're a little bit of a treasure as far as snapper go. Vermilion.
Vermilion. Yeah, I remember you guys in the last year's video talking about the vermilions.
Yep.
Cool. What's up, Hooked Up Backlash?
What's up, man?
Well, I'm glad you got on some, Ben.
Yeah, that really envious of that one, man. It looked like you guys had a heck of a trip out there with just that alone. An awesome presentation on that photo, by the way, Ben.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I like the fillets. Yeah, that looks good. Hey.
Next up, Wild Japan out there. Getting himself, this was his lunch break at work.
Catching some crawdads and some shiners and grubs. Nice.
Took a little lunch break, just decided to go out to the creek and get into some awesome looking fish.
Yeah, those crayfish look pretty wicked too.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. He's making me hungry to go out and do that. It's been a long time since I've done crawfish. It looks like the exact same species we have around here too.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar to ours, which I know there's a bunch of different kinds around here. There's some that are even protected, so if you catch them, you're supposed to release them, but I'm not sure what they look like.
Oh, you know what's interesting about that? We have someone released some Brazilian crawdad or Australian crawdads or something like that south of here. So some of the ponds have these monster crawfish. I don't know where they're at, and they're invasive. I want to go grab a bunch, but I don't know exactly what ponds to go looking for them in.
Raw bacon.
Interesting. We just go pick them up out of the water ourselves. But I could see that if you're baiting some traps or something.
Right, throwing some traps in the water.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people use dog food.
Or what about for crabs? We use carcasses whenever we're fishing. We'll take the carcasses and use those.
Yeah, I'd like to do that one of these days too. Go run some crab traps, lobster traps.
Yeah, me too. I really enjoy doing that. Next time we get you guys down here, we'll see about going and getting some crabs and doing a crab boil. It's pretty easy to do.
Nice.
Okay, Franzies, We Go Fishing, Shadow Card, Gatito, and Fetus all out there getting some good fish. We Go Fishing was saying that they do the getting into a ton of sharks. K Franzies is out there. Of course, anytime he's out there fishing, he's into something tropical and amazing. Gatito got himself a little yellow perch. Fetus got a nice bass in that one. Awesome fish all the way around.
Heck yeah, they got some sharks.
I don't even know. I think that's a GT. We've talked about that in the past. Grand Trevally that Franzies has, but I don't know what that little red fish is that he has. I know they got like some queen snapper, but that other one he's got, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah. Huh. Pretty neat looking fish though.
Yeah, I bet it's tasty.
Huh. Speaking
next up, Bacon Rider, Ranger, Jekyll, and Technodrome. All these guys getting into some just all awesome kinds of stuff. Some good bass, pike, muskie.
Mm-hmm.
That muskie of Technodrome, he's new. I don't know his name, but that thing is awesome.
Yeah, he's long arming it, but it's still huge.
Yeah, you got a good eye for that, by the way.
Well, you know, you got to take that into account when you're judging a fish picture.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's a good picture. Bunch of bass.
Yeah, Bacon Rider had a ton of bass. Filled it out. Went bad if we accidentally left it out while camping. We use hot dogs. Oh yeah. I can see that. Hot dogs are good for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so some bad raw bacon. You got to add that in there. Bad raw bacon.
Zane, I'm sorry, man, but yeah, you're right. We didn't have any red meat in the photos this week. I do apologize, man. I'm looking for him. He gets offended about that.
He wants to see some red.
Yep. I don't blame him. We are coming up on that time of the year. Not just yet, but pretty quick here. We're going to start seeing more of that. Thetis got himself into some saltwater. Mad Slot Snook got a PB Snook. Nana FRP and Zach XD.
Heck yeah. Congrats on the PB.
Yeah, for real.
It's a good one.
I'm envious. It's better than any snook I've ever got. And you know what? I just realized looking at this. Yeah. Okay. So, it's been one of those days. So here's the deal. I don't have the voting thing for us to vote on a winner for this week. So what we're going to do, we're going to have some fun with this, and we've been voting for it every week on the live stream, and I appreciate everybody's involvement and participation with that. But what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put that in the Discord server, and I'm going to let everybody vote there. That way Discord has a little bit of a say in who gets the last winner on this one, on this particular week. And then what we'll do is on the next stream that we do is we're going to pick our winners for the best of 2023.
Sounds like a plan. What's up, Dalai Lama?
Hey, what's up, G Lama? How are you doing, man? Appreciate you coming hanging out. Isn't it like 3 or 4 in the morning for you right now?
Well, good luck with the breeding. I'm guessing that's not AI.
Yep. Give Al an old pat on the back. Tell him he's doing a good job. I'll have a thing set up. I'll set it up so that everybody can do it. I think that's fair. Yeah, we'll do the 3 options again. And then when we do the voting for the best of 2023, I think we'll take everybody off of the board and do something where everybody gets to cast a vote, something like that. Want everybody to have a chance.
Sounds like a plan.
10 a.m. Okay. There's Tennessee Pickers Firearm Show. I was talking about you earlier. I completely missed out on the live stream that you did last Wednesday. I am looking forward to that, and I do apologize again for having to do that. I want you to know that I am thinking about you and that I am apologetic for missing it. Are you going to be live streaming again tomorrow? I'm curious. Put a poll in the Discord with all the pictures you might want to showcase and have them pick the 3. I'm sold. I can do that.
Sounds good to me.
We're going to showcase all of them. Everybody who won the Wall of Fame, we're putting that on T-shirts and stuff like that so that everybody can be a part of it. I'm not pulling from that. But there's going to be like the top 3 that we'll pick that are going to be winners, and we'll like make their pictures a little bit bigger, stuff like that.
Cool.
Because this isn't about, this is about everybody getting to celebrate the best things that they've been able to accomplish this year. So we want to be a part of that.
Had some awesome trophies.
Yeah, probably use reactions as votes. Exactly right. We'll see how we do it. I'm not sure. I'll have something set up this week. And look at that. Let me show you what we're looking at with it, because I do have that. This is currently our current Wall of Fame. We need to add one more. Scarecrow was our winner last week. So as you can see, it's going to be double this because we've got the rest of 2023 coming up. But anybody who gets onto this is going to be on. We're just going to take the photos. And we're not going to like try to make money off it or anything. We're just going to slap them on stuff with like some cool logos and stuff like that, so that you can be proud of being a member of the server and proud of being on the wall of the best of the best that the server has to offer. So just going to have some fun with it like that. Probably remove a lot of the graphics stuff on there so you can see the photos better. We'll do what we can to make it look as good as we can.
Yep, just looking through at all the pictures, I recognized a lot of names that we haven't seen in a few weeks.
Yeah, you're right about that. Where's Playing Hooky been?
He might be out playing hooky out on the boat, guiding.
Oh, he might be,
I think he tries to do 3 a day, like 1 in the morning, 1 at noon, 1 in the evening. Yeah.
I didn't know he was that proficient at it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a lot of runs.
At least that's what he offers. I don't know how booked up he is.
Yeah, good for him. All the more reason I want to get in on that. So yeah, anybody, you guys, this weekend or the rest of the year, you guys go get yourself something awesome. Get your pictures in here. Get onto the shirt. We'll make coffee mugs, whatever I can slap all these photos on. I'm going to slap it on. You can get your hands on it, and we'll have some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we shut her down, guys, it is that time of the week. We need to know, what does everybody have coming up this following week? What are your plans for this weekend and July 4th? What kind of pictures can we expect to see? Can we be looking forward to in the Discord server? Let us know about it now so that we can, hold each other accountable and make sure that we get out there and go do our thing. Grant, what you got looking forward to, man?
We are fireworks Saturday night and a cookout Sunday night. Not really sure about doing any fishing. Like I said, the fishing, it's going to have to be early morning or late in the evening because it's been hot. And I think this weekend's supposed to be 100 degrees, right around 100. So it's going to be tough. Water temperature will be warming up, and summertime's here. We got July 4th next week. So it's that time of year. Need some rain.
Man, that's no joke. We got those tropical storms and stuff waiting for us out in the Atlantic, and they're coming up in the Caribbean and stuff. I've been watching one for probably 2-3 weeks now, and it's the cone of uncertainty. Rachel's favorite word for the day right now, but that thing is it's directed towards us. It's coming our way, but it's just kind of waffling around a little bit. I'm like, man, we could use that thing so bad.
Yeah, we had some come through Sunday, but it didn't hit us. We actually had went to Kentucky Sunday, and it rained over there, and we got back home, and it hadn't rained a drop.
Dude, you know what's weird? We were at the island, and then when I came back and all my garden's dead, when we were driving through town, everything on the south side of town where we were driving through was all flooded. There's a dip in the road where there's a little drainage thing or whatever. So that whole thing was all flooded out, and there was water in the gutters and everything. So I was like, oh, good. My garden will be all right. I get over here, it's dry to the bone. Everything's crisp. I asked my neighbor about that. I was like, what's the deal with that? There's water all over the south end of town. Did we get rain? And he was like, no, we didn't get any rain. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, the other side of town got rain. You didn't.
Right.
Dude, the town's 3 miles wide. Wow, how did I not get rain?
Mm-hmm. Zane's booking a hunt. Lazy CK.
Yeah, man. I got land on the south side of town. Just got some rain. I keep meaning to email those guys or mail them from Onyx Hunt, track them down and see if they'll let me hunt their thing in the fall. And I keep forgetting to get in touch with them about that. Mark's got a video coming out. What's your video going to be out? Are you going to be filming while you're camping?
G-Llama got a question.
So it'll only be one winner for the period, or multiple go in on the mugs and whatever else. Yeah. So there's going to be maybe I'm not sure if it's going to be one winner or 3 winners. It'll be something like that, to where somebody's picture is going to be a little bit bigger. but everybody who won is going to be on there. And honestly, I have no idea how I'm going to pull this off yet because it's a lot of picture files, and we have to. I have to think ahead because we have to double this for the actual end of 2023. I'm not doing merch and all that stuff for now. All of that, we're just right now. We're just looking for a winner for the first half of 2023. The merch, all the shirts, and all that stuff is going to be like the end of 2023. That's going to be in January when we put that out, and that means I have to be able to accommodate double the amount of photos. So, yeah, I'm not doing any of the merch stuff yet. This is just going to be all the people who are on it, and the people that we pick now. Like the winners of this first half are going to be the ones who, their photos will be a little bit bigger. It'll be the ones that we're all kind of, a little bit more. We're promoting a little bit more.
Yeah.
But one person wins, they could possibly get a mug sent to them as a reward. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, that's the winners are going to get that's part of the thing. We're going to send them stuff. They're already going to be winners. We're going to give it to them. Anybody else who wants it can have it. We're not trying to maybe we'll do a charity thing or something. I don't know. We're not trying to raise funds or anything. But I want to make it to where we can all celebrate and have fun with it. I want a shirt because I want to do a video where I've got all the premier guys on the shirt. That's my goal. That's what I want out of it.
I like it. Do the Sharks fight hard?
Yeah, pound for pound, Sharks put up a really good fight. They really do. That's what Dalai Lama. That's what he does. He does a lot of shark fishing. He knows about it more than I do, probably. So yeah, my plan for this weekend. I'm going to work my brains out for the rest of the week. Try to hydrate the garden as best as possible. Then I'm driving up to Wisconsin on Thursday and keeping my fingers crossed. I hope and plan to get out on the lake, and I want to be completely burned out on bluegills and stripers and muskie and pike and anything else I get my hands on. I want to come back next week feeling like I never want to do this again.
Just wearing them out.
Yep, that's what I want. I want to sleep good. I think I might see about setting some time aside and get some cast practice in for the awkward reels. Yeah, I appreciate anybody who does that. Rachel's thing on that, she was raised to put beer cans up in the tree, and that's what she'd aim for out in the backyard trying to cast.
Huh.
I think that's the best way in the world to learn how to cast.
Right. Something to target.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do that with also with a cast net because I've got some weird, really heavy cast nets. Yeah, they're too heavy for me. So I go out in the driveway and I cast them out into the street when no one's looking.
Just to get practice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I haven't mastered it yet, but I'm actually putting in the time and trying. So hopefully I will have a video coming out this week. I'm putting finishing touches on a video I'm super, super proud of. My wife got out. She did a lot of fishing. The furthest offshore she's ever been. She got a trip out on Thrill Ride, and I cannot wait to finish this video. But I decided this morning I have to redo the introduction, the whole beginning thing. I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to try to get that out this week. See what I can do.
Dang it.
You can get in on that, and hey, keep doing what you're doing. The photographer of the week, one of the things, and we're going to be winding this up in just a second here, but one of the things is it's, we take a lot of votes on the fish and Zane's, anything that Zane shoots, because those are just really good shots. That's really good catches and things like that. But it's the photographer of the week. If you take a really good photo, if you're out there the photos that we have for that moment of Zen, all of that is in consideration. If you have a really good photograph, that's going to be put in for the vote. And some of those guys have won too. I forget which ones it was.
I thought the Goth Farmer had a picture on there. I thought they did. My bad.
Do we have them up there?
No.
I don't remember now. Let's see. We got Zane's got that nice little trifecta up there. Hatter's got a pair.
Yep. Scarecrow, Dax. Well, all righty. We got to get a bunny rabbit up there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's all about just getting them photographs, man. You can do that. Anyone can do it.
Definitely.
All right, so guys, it is that time. As you heard earlier in the show, we got John has been out sick. We've had some other people in the chat who have also been out sick, so please keep them in your prayers, keep them in your thoughts, and send them good vibes and do all that fun stuff. Go have an amazing and a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your July 4th. Please be safe. Blow stuff up, but be safe doing it. Have a drink from all of us. Hey, what's up, Farmall?
What's up, Farmall?
Perfect timing.
Peace.
So you guys get out there, go have some fun, and we will catch you in the next live stream. Let me get that outro going. Have a good night, guys. John.